In F10, we entered the challenge category for SPO tools and community projects. Our goal was to get stake pools to run our infrastructure, potentially extend their revenue by interacting with our framework, and also empower community projects by giving them additional market access to new ecosystems. So one of the biggest things that we needed to learn about the Cardano network was adapting to the APIs, learning about the supportive infrastructure that is ran around the node by SPOs. And we actually submitted some proposals and improved some infrastructure in Cardano itself in order to support the Rosen framework. So that was more of the technical benefit that we offered to the ecosystem itself, other than what we were building in-house. We went through the process of designing tokenomics, designing kind of the infrastructure. The learning and feedback we got from the SPOs was really valuable in terms of how to potentially extend value and create kind of a method for our growth potential. Some of the challenges we ran into were technical, specifically API calls and making sure that didn't get too heavy for our watcher set. So we had to work with some of the infrastructure providers on Cardano to change some of the specifications to make it more feasible. In terms of the milestones or KPI, we did achieve everything. It also has led us to a couple of new ideas in terms of our future engineering path, which is currently work in progress to optimize this for our watcher set. In terms of not achieving, I think we basically crossed out everything that we had put on that initial list. In terms of significant other achievements, I would say new engineering designs. We got some good feedback from SPOs, and we're going to continue to work to implement new tooling and support that long term to properly integrate within the Cardano ecosystem. I would say that's probably the larger cleanup post Fund 10 is looking at all of the different requirements to get support across wallets and applications, and kind of learning about the tooling there.
By clicking the submit button and signing the transaction here, the transfer request will be created. This transaction shows that you're paying $5,000 and plus a transaction fee. So I'm signing the transaction. And the payment is in process, and you can see the transaction here.
So what's next for Rosen? Well, right now we are implementing our first hard fork, which is going to rapidly expand the watcher set, allowing for potentially all the SPOs to participate if they wanted to. We're also developing towards Bitcoin integration and Ethereum integration in parallel, and we've actually come back to Catalyst for Fund 11 to help get a grant to accelerate the EVM side. And what that does is it puts in a base framework that allows us to potentially add Bitcoin forks and EVM compatible chains, which opens up a large segment of the industry to Cardano, to Ergo, and starts plugging everything together. We're also going to be going through different raising mechanisms to build community awareness and liquidity across multiple environments, and that will help kind of on the economic friction side of this framework to get assets flowing to competitive markets. A fund proposal for Fund 11, specifically around EVM integration. We're going to start with Ethereum. We'll have the capacity to bring projects from Cardano into the Ethereum ecosystem and vice versa. That will offer additional revenue potential to SPOs. Thank you all for your support in Catalyst. We plan to always deliver open source tooling, hopefully knock out all the milestones on time and deliver tools that the community benefits from. It's public funds, so I think we can definitely assist in building public goods.